So welcome everyone to the Jacques Marchais Museum of Tibetan Art. I'm so thrilled that everybody's here, and I'm very thrilled to welcome back Lama Karma Rinpoche. And his bio is in the program, but I have a personal story to tell, and I feel it's really important to share it. I started here at the museum in 2004, 14 years ago. And the week before I started, Rinpoche, Dorji Lobden Rinpoche, came to the United States. And that week before I started, and Charlie can remember this too, we had a big hole in the roof over here. And Rinpoche said, there's a Gompa in the west that's in distress, and I must go there. And so he brought Lama Karma and several other monks to a wide-eyed museum director who could just about find Tibet on the map, and we had to brush up on our Bhutanese protocol very quickly. But it was a wonderful day, and then Dorji Lobden Rinpoche said, I'm sending Lama Karma back. And he came back in February, and we had a beautiful sand mandala done when he was here. And he's been back maybe 2 or 3 times since then. He's the first Lama I ever met, is you. And so I'm really thrilled that he's back with us today. And tonight's event is the Buddha of Compassion teaching. But I'm going to leave everybody in your good hands. We welcome you here to the museum.
Okay, good evening. I came here, I think maybe 5 years ago, something like almost 3-4 years have been, not long time, 5 years ago, I think. And it's now totally different. First time we come here, it is a little bit messy around before. And the first time she's running first time, and I came here first time. So we worked hard in this one. So now it changes to very good temple. And a lot of, but the outside is even not new and nice, but the inner of the treasures are like over, I can tell, mostly some are over 1,000 year stuff they have here. So New York is very lucky to have those treasure. The Joshua, the lady who bought that from the Tibet for a long time ago. So it's very important. And it's all of your faith and your merits are very strong. So that's why it's happened. All treasures are here in this country. So it's very good. I really want to thank you for everybody to coming here tonight. And tonight is a very auspicious auspicious day. I'm getting here after 4 or 5 years later, and it looks totally different and changes. And the compassion and makes generosity and the body's generosity and all of the members' generosity help very well. This is the one we need to happen. This one more developed, and whatever it is here, the lady who established the treasure here inside, now we need to put this one in a safety to be a very nice way to establish here. So that's where, that is the, not only establishing that herself, she establishing for all over the world. So otherwise, if she didn't get it, this stuff here, it might be underground. It might be thrown somewhere. It might be burned down, all this in Tibet long time ago. So she is the one, American, she's her name? Jacques Marchais is the lady who brought this one. So that means I can say not only Tibetan and Bhutanese have dakinis, but the Western have so many dakinis too. So you all have to understand that you are, females are dakini, we can say angels, and the males are daka to be in this country, in this beautiful country. So she is really dakini, how she bring this all stuff. Otherwise, she can build their Twin Towers building, huge, and make a big business. But she don't think about it. She think in the future, all the sentient beings are confused what they need to do. At that time, we need a help. So that's why she decided to spend her time and spend her money to bring this all the treasures from the very, very far from the Tibet. And it's very risked to bringing here. So that is all happened. Before the Dharma came here, the treasures are here. So that is good sign. So now all of you here today, Dhaka and the Dakinis, need to be focused on it and think about it. How can we develop this one more? So that is the members here. I think still the long time ago there's some members. Are they still or new members?
We have some very long-term supporters, but also some very new friends to the museum. And
Okay.
I think as the museum has grown, we continue to attract more members and supporters.
That's wonderful. So the members have to be, not have to be Buddhism, not has to be a Christian, so not has to be Muslim, not has to be a Hinduism. So members can be accepted compassion and loving kindness. If you have that compassion and loving kindness, and that all the religions without loving kindness and compassion, there's no religion without compassion and loving kindness. So that's why today I'm coming here to give a talk about the compassion. What we have here is a treasure to give us blessing of the healing. So on top of this treasure, I want to do that fire ceremony to heal. The New York City is growing too fast, too crazy big. So we forget about the healings. We forget about how to take care of all these sentient beings here. So we need to do something, compassion. But what I am giving you teaching is, it is my experience, where I grown up in Bhutan, and where I study in the monastery, where I go to the college, where then I came in the United States and studying in the Washington State University, by first English, studying here. So that is what I have experienced in Bhutan and Tibet, and I bring here. And I learn here a culture also. So now I'm putting this all together from my experience. I'm giving you that it's like a teaching, and it's also as advice. It's also just to sharing my experience to all of you. So it is my teaching today. But the teaching, other than that one, you have so many teachings. I think you have tons of teaching. Even here, the members also here, lamas and rinpoches, they come here, they give all the time teachings. So you don't have much anything, the blessing and the experience talk. The why we are here, we are not taking care of our mind. So that's why the disasters are here. So that's why it is very important to protect, to not to come disaster. It's what we need is a compassion and loving kindness to each other. If we have that one, the religion people can have a compassion and loving kindness. each religion to be respect each other, and the people to be have a lot of respect to each other. If we have that one, so that is the way to stop the disasters. Today we are here, but this is very expensive samsara. So if you look at, some people are ready to going for the dancing in the club, ready to go to the bar, ready to go so many different places to going this one. This is all we are, only the create is the happiness is the just moment, couple hours. And the disaster created so many problems about the smoking and drinking and fighting and creating negative things. And it affected a lot of the environments. So environments affected, and the precious human beings all over the world affected. So rather than doing this one, if we come gather like those beautiful museum, so those museum, even I didn't give the empowerment, once you come inside this one, the treasure automatically heal you. It's not like when you go to the bar and the drink, and then if you go to the bar, you pay money there, then you drink, and then you get upset, and then you fight, you create the problems. So the creative problem is because of the, we are sitting next to the oceans. We have the what called the river? Hudson River. Hudson River and the ocean between is the Staten Island. So this is very important museum. So if we are doing in a bar, smoking or barbecue meat, all these things, very sensitive for the Nagas. So Nagas are the one who own the oceans, who own the mountain, who own the big rocks, who own the big trees. So that way it is very, when they get upset, so it makes difficult for us, difficult for the living beings, difficult for the living humans, so difficult for the environments. So if we keep environment clean, we develop the churches in the town, we help the churches, we help the museums, we help the temples, we help any religions things. If we help do the prayer there, it is very good for environment. So if we keep the environment clean, and then we have a less disasters. So if we have a more disaster, we have a more, hospitals should be more busier. All the people are going there. And then we cannot afford the insurance. So rather than doing this one, so if you come and sit once a week, meditate here, and stay watching these treasures, if even you get inside here, you get healing. And because we started here before making sand mandala, and we have done so many pujas here. There comes, His Holiness Dalai Lama came here. Other Rinpoches came here. From Bhutan, His Holiness Ngawang Tenzin came here. So after that, we are keep coming here. So that's why this sacred places, to increase the sacred very strong. If we increase that strong, that the treasure to make the stronger, then it helps. If it has helped us, wherever you go, whoever came here, wherever you go, the blessing is with you. And then even you talk with somebody, it helps. If you meet, handshake with somebody, your energy is good energy to give into them. So if someone coming from the bar to shake you, you can smell only smoking smell. And that only you can get on your hand is the anger. There is no compassion and loving kindness. But there is the happiness, the moment, because you meet somebody, you drink wine, you drink alcohol, you have a moment is very enjoyable. Because you never met before, you met in there. So if you met in this kind of museum in the temple, if you go out to meet someone, it's automatically healed for them also. Whoever you meet, get healing. And whatever, when you come here, whatever we do the prayer here, that heals all over the world. Because of the ocean is here, river is here. So it goes with the river. It goes with the ocean. Wherever the ocean reaches, the blessing reaches. Wherever the wind goes, the blessing goes there. If you don't do this one, if you didn't introduce yourself to those spirits, and they will be mad and they can do all kind of bad things. So that's why very introductions to them is explain why you are here. So like when I'm here today, even I came before, but still when I do the prostration and the word what I'm saying is I'm here. So could you please bless me? Could you please help me? But of course, here is Buddha, Dharma, Sangha. I do prostration here and ask my help. And when I get in this country, New York, when I landed up and when I go to the Andes home, first time when I drink the tea, I can pray this one. I can pray the Tambala me Sangye Rinpoche, Chobala me Tamche Rinpoche, Dimbala me Gendin Rinpoche means I offer to the Buddha, Dharma and Sangha and Lama. And then I said, Yugi Jida Nimbo Korchela, Jachini Vichova Divilo, Dachapeno, something to Bada, Sangye Temba gave it in a Jew means Yugi Jida means all surrounded here in New York. Either good spirit, either bad spirit. I am here today. Could you be friend with me? I am eating right now. I am drinking right now. I just offered to Buddha Dhamma Sangha. Now I like to offer, give it to you guys also. I can share with you. And why I am sharing this one? Would you please help me success my work, success teaching here to help other people? So this is every time, wherever I go, to pray this one, to ask help to them. And then they will come and help us. So then I can do success work, success teaching, success benefit to other people. So that's why the spirits are very sensitive. If we talk nice to them, if behave nice to them, they will help. Otherwise, little things in this country, we cannot happen anything to us, disaster, because we have strong security. We have thousands of doctors here, wonderful doctors. We have so many healers. Why we get sick? Why we get the cancer? So because of them, if you don't treat them as your friend, good spirits, as your deities, as like a Buddha Dhamma Sangha, and then other spirit as like your friend, if you don't treat them well, then it is very dangerous. So that's why it is Yugi Jidanyimbo Khorche La means all the spirits, they protect us. Jachinyibi Chaba Divilo, even I have nothing much to offer you. Dachapino, something to buy. Whatever I have, I'm offering you is to success my goal. So this is not myself. All of you can do those ones. And today I'm coming, giving a talk about the Buddha compassion. Means Buddha compassion, we said that Buddha compassion. But it's not only one Buddha compassion. There's thousands of Buddha compassion. We all are Buddha compassion. But the Buddha compassion also same born like us. So when he have compassionate to others, when he do the work, the benefit for others, and when he helped other sentient beings who are suffering in this world, when he do this work, that's when he become a Buddha compassion. That's why we can do it too. We can do generosity, morality, to follow the rules, follow the benefit, the work to others. Whatever you give good advice to do benefit for others, if you follow those ones. Patient. If we have a lot of patience, we can do this one. Effort. We need to effort to be compassionate to others. And then we have a meditation. So meditation is today we are doing meditation here. The 3 days weekends we are doing here. And other than that, some, maybe we'll send you the flyer every time whoever comes here to do the meditation. You can come weekends here, do some meditation here. That's why treasures are all here. And then the wisdom. So wherever you meditate, and then increase that wisdom. So if we have a wisdom, we are really want wisdom to save our children's future running this country. As the college students, high school students, they are confused because some father and mothers, they divorce and they fight in front of the children. And when they're grown up, they confuse what to do. And then they get crazier. And they didn't have a support. They didn't grow up with their family properly. So those, when they get crazy, they can get angry. And then they buy the guns and then do such bad things. So to protect this one, we really need to increase that wisdom. If we increase the wisdom, your advice, your loving kindness, your compassion needed to the kids. Not only the kids, for everyone, but especially right now, your kids need that one. The dad and mom's compassion and loving kindness, we need this one to them. If we teach them, if we give that happen to them, then there is no confusion. And then that is called wisdom. Once they have enough wisdom, they won't do anything like those, such bad things. So that's why the Buddha compassion is the one came in the world. He helped clean up the world 3 times to not to suffer. So every time he come and cleaned up 3 times, and still after a while when he comes higher on the mountain, when he look it down, and still suffering all over the world. So that's why his compassion is so strong. And then he cried, sad, very sad. When he cried and comes the white Tara and the green Tara. So white Tara comes from here and green Tara comes from his tail. So when they come, they are female Dakinis. They said, how can I do for you guys, to you? We came to here because of your compassion and loving kindness. We cannot stay away from. We came to help you. So whenever you need help, let us know. And then they have been back to their wherever they are. So that is one. And the one thing is he promised the compassion. He promised he won't be suffer this world in this world. He promised many times. So when he looked on the higher mountain and he saw so many sufferings. So because of his promise, and he cracked his body and 1,000 pieces. So then he suffered and he said, all the Buddhas need to help me now. When he screaming that way, and the 1,000 Buddha came. And then that's where he have 1,000 arms and 1,000 eyes and 11 head. And then he can help more. So that much compassion. So compassion is, saying is easy. But being compassion, it's very difficult. For myself, even the compassion to your teacher is very difficult, I can tell. Even your husband to compassion is difficult. Even to wife is very difficult. But you don't give it up that it is difficult. You will work with your children, work with your family, and be compassionate each other. And then try to other people. And then try to other sentient beings. So that's why we need to develop, create it little by little. So I came here in 1996, and I started my center 2004. And I bring His Holiness Ngawang Tenzin from Bhutan 3 times in this country, and 2 times here, and 3 times other places. But in New York, I think 3 times he came here. So that is the all my compassion, and the 8 monks with him. And we do fire ceremony, we do sand mandala all over. That is all about compassion. So that's why if we think about compassion, work with first start with yourself, thinking to your children, your wife, your husband, your family, work with them together, compassion. And then once you get a little experience about compassion, then try to help others. Because right now, mostly when we say compassion and loving kindness, easy to say, but always think about it myself, me and I. It's very difficult. So the compassionate to others and the loving kindness, it is the hardest practice. So even the compassion, Buddha compassion, get tired because he done clean up the empty samsara world 3 times, but they're still pouring more and more. But he get tired. And he said, he went to the top of the mountain and he said, call my name now. Om Mani Padme Hum. He sent this mantra, 5, 6 symbol of the 6th perfection mantra, Om Mani Padme Hum. He said this one and sent it with the wind. So wherever the wind goes, my benefit goes. He prayed for that way. So that's why for the compassion, we have a prayer flag to put. Prayer flag on the mountain, prayer flag here in the temple area, prayer flag on the beaches, prayer flag next to the river. And then there is a small tsatsa, stupa, if we can build. But I didn't say it to my students yet because I didn't finish my other project yet. My other projects are doing tanka, 35 tanka, old tanka, making new one in Bhutan. It's even 10-foot tankas. I'm making those ones. And then I'm building temple in Colorado. So it's already finished outside. Now need to finish inside. And then I'm buying the land in the Oregon for 40 acres land to build the stupa. Stupa is you can see the symbol here, stupa somewhere here. Top shelf.
Yeah, the corner between the 2 plazas.
Okay. There is a stupa that we can make a build bigger, 7 foot, 10 foot. That is my plan to build 108 in there. And also, but I don't know how much I can get help. I'm thinking each state build one stupa, big one. Each state, if we build it, this built by Vajrapani stupa. If you put the Vajrapani stupa, it will protect. You believe me, there's no gun shooting at all. It will be protect because it will protect the anger and the jealousy and hatred. All this strong blessing goes with the wind and protect everything there. It protect the buildings, protect the humans, protect the beings, everything they protected. So that's why it's a Buddha compassion. It's very important. I just finished a talk to you about 108 fire ceremony. So think about it. 108 fire ceremony, 108 stupa, 35 tankas done. That benefit, not only myself, that benefit is not only Bhutan, that benefit goes all over the world. So what I'm thinking in Bhutan, making the tanka, is Bhutan is the last Shangri-La. We have a still king in Bhutan. We have a very beautiful king. It's like a Rinpoche. He is a treasure. He cares a lot about the public. He cares about the country. And plus, he cares about other world. He sent so many blessings. He sent all the treasure around the world. He sent us to give teaching to other world. Because I'm not myself thinking as a Rinpoche and giving a talk to you. I am bringing that blessing and the messages from the last Shangri-La country. That is the Bhutan. So that's why we have that strong king and the strong prime minister to help that country, because this is protected. Otherwise, Tibet lost. Lamas are India, here in Bhutan. Treasures are United States, in China, everywhere. So Bhutan have a still over a couple thousand years, treasures are still safe there. It is not as a developed country like in Europe and the United States. It's not like a Singapore and Hong Kong. It's not like a India, big, but a small country. But what we have, we are proud of the treasure. We have the treasure, nobody has it in this world. So that's why I'm bringing the treasure of the teachings and spreading all over this world.